We are AI agents for product project managers. We automate all the manual repetitive tasks, which actually comes in life of an product project managers in a daily lifetime. So co-founders of all the co-founders of us, right, who are working in Oculus
Mhm.
AGI, we just
Yeah.
need three phone calls and 2 weeks to actually get on a next 35 lakh or a 45 lakh job, right?
Right.
Because we have already proved our skill set in the market. We have already proved the particular extent of or the information
Mhm.
or the particular extent of the capabilities we have in the market. And we have a
Mhm.
good number of connections. We can just call them up, भाई job चाहिए कहीं
पर
refer कर
जॉब
दे
किस
या फिर hire कर ले.
पर जॉब किसको करना है?
Yeah, that is what. Product management is something, a leadership quality, which actually is an layered between design, tech, marketing, and user, right? It is a common layer, right? When you are actually identifying to explain product management in a single word, it is called as problem solving. Simple, over and
Yes.
out. Problem solving is a
Okay.
simple word for product management, right? You users are reporting problems in your product. You are sitting with the
Right.
design team crafting the designs. You are sitting with the
Mhm.
tech team to develop it. You're getting
Yeah.
in testing team to test it and marketing team to market
Mhm.
it, right? That
Right.
is the
Yeah.
only stage of product management, right? When people are at the age of 20 or 21, right?
Yeah.
If you try to make work-life balance, there'll be no work, either life for you, right?
True. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the PM Tank Podcast 4. Today, our guest is Nirmal, the founder and CEO of Oculus AGI, that is building the world's first AI product manager. He quit his 65 lakh rupee job at Microsoft as a product manager to build Oculus. All of this at just 21. In our conversation, Nirmal shares how he got his first job at 18, what was his journey like to get a job at Microsoft, what is an AI product manager, and how is Oculus building it, and a lot about how to ride this AI tsunami. With that, let's welcome Nirmal to the podcast. Hi, Nirmal, and welcome to the PM Tank podcast.
Hi, Kabil.
How
How
are
are
you
you?
doing? I'm good,
Yeah,
I'm good. How are
pretty
you?
fine. I'm pretty fine in my office currently now, working much harder with my team.
In your office in the weekend, like, do you guys work usually on weekends?
I work actually 7 days a week, near about 18 hours a day.
Okay, 18 hours a day.
Yeah, I try to
That's
put in, right?
that's topping like what 100-hour work week.
I, yeah, exactly, right.
Yeah,
To be honest, right, what actually Narayana Murthy said, I actually
yeah,
believe it off, right. I don't know what
true,
LinkedIn comments say and all. Work-life balance doesn't make sense to me currently now.
true, true.
When people are at the age of 20 or 21, right?
Yeah,
If you try to make work-life balance, there'll be no work, either life for you, right?
true, true. I mean, Kunal Shah
Don't
rightly
do it.
said, if you're finding work-life balance, either your work is shit or your life is shit.
Exactly, exactly.
I myself also am at the office right now.
True, true. All the people who want to create something bigger
Mhm.
impacts work 24 into 7, right? They don't need money or
Yeah,
any other kind of motivation for it, right?
true, true, true. Like, I totally agree with you. I'm very interested to know about Oculus AGI. So, what are you guys building in this AI era? What are you
Hmm.
guys doing in Oculus AGI right now? Like, what are you building? I would love to know that.
Okay, okay. So I'll just brief you in short. We are AI agents for product project managers. We automate
Mhm.
all the manual repetitive tasks, which actually comes in life of an product project managers in a daily lifetime. Suppose, according to the like a survey from Times of India as well as Forbes, there's a unique perspective that most of the product project managers actually invest 50 to 60% of their time for doing manual repetitive tasks, such as tracking project progress reports, assigning tasks, scheduling meetings, making PRDs, and many more. And we are
Mhm.
automating that with just a prompt. Suppose you wanna suppose taking a use case of an PM, 50% of
Mhm.
the customer feedbacks or a customer issues may be arriving in Slack, and another 50% of the customer feedback may be arriving in Gmail, right? There's a basic workflow of a PM, right? So actually,
Mhm.
before the AI era, what exactly product project managers, even I worked at Microsoft, do is actually copy paste all the issues, all the Slack messages, and all the Gmail, make Jira tickets or a project management ticket in any of the PM tool, and assign it to the particular people, whoever and whatever way, by adding manual description, by adding attachments, by taking screenshots, and many more. But when you have Oculus AGI AI agents running over your enterprise application, you can just prompt in, right, create Jira ticket for all the customer issues available in my Gmail and Jira. It will automatically create you. You don't need any
Right.
manual intervention for doing it, and you don't need
Mhm.
any particular segment or manual human touch to actually use it and make it forward, because it's a daily manual
Mhm.
repetitive time. Like subah utte hi, every PM does the same, right? Everyone gets all the
Right, right.
customer feedbacks, then they have to iterate upon it and make it forward, how to solve this, make PRDs and many
Yeah.
more. So AI is getting automated with
Mhm.
just a prompt. If you want to send an email, just like I'm just sending an email to Kavil Rawat to have a podcast with you, man.
Mhm.
So I'm just making
Right.
it up. You don't have to individually go to compose Gmail
Right.
and send it to you to find email and add
Mhm.
description and many more. So
Yes, yes,
we're
yes.
just an AI agent for PMs for automating all the manual repetitive tasks in a greater more extent.
Awesome. Sounds very interesting, Nirmal. I just wanted our viewers to know, like, what is Oculus AGI? Before we get more deeper into Oculus AGI, I would
Hmm.
like for you to introduce yourself. This is your chance to tell us your story and pitch yourself.
Okay, sure. So I am Nirmal. I come from a small town in Kerala called as Calicut, which
Right.
was the first foreigner. Vasco da Gama came in forward in Kapad Beach, which is near my home, right? So I hail from Kerala, being brought up in the army background, right? I did my education from BITS Pilani and Punjab Technical University in computer science and engineering, and
Mhm.
joined a super SAP company called as Microsoft as a PM. Worked with
Okay.
Azure OpenAI services, where I have
Mhm.
exactly found out the insights of AI PM agents, or what all are the AI multi-model agents economy coming up in the future, right? I was working with the particular instances with Copilots, Microsoft Copilots, as well as with the OpenAI team. It was super impressive for looking after it and looking towards them who all are working with them and many more. Their
Mhm.
insights, working with the super smarter people who are actually creating the large language models in the US,
Mhm.
sitting in Silicon Valley, it's super impressive, right? And I was also thinking like what India can do for this, economy out here in the AI agents world and
Mhm.
many more. Because we are the highest service-based capital in the world, where most of the service projects have been built
Mhm.
in India by Infosys, Cognizant, and many other service-based companies. And
Mhm.
it's the India's duty to actually build AI agents for enterprises and service-based stuff, which
Mhm.
can actually automate the task, right? Silicon Valley guys, the
Mhm.
US guys are building the foundational models, and Indian
Mhm.
guys can actually make out the AI agents and automation systems for the
Uh,
particular
uh,
workflows and many more. So that is our job currently, which we can
mhm.
actually generate more revenue than them, right? We are having higher number of projects running out. We are having higher number of employees in. We are having super extremist people from you, Kavil, the Sridhar Bembu for sure, like what he's doing currently in terms of silicon chips, in terms of your models coming up in the future is massive, super impressive, right? So taking that particular nuances, taking that particular insight from the company, I quitted my 65 lakh job to actually build Oculus AGI into a different full extent, right? With my co-founders from my college, Aditya Sharma and Sarthak from IIT Goa, we are togetherly building now Oculus AGI, currently having 10-member team, currently making in place, working 18 hours a day, 24 into 7 of all founders and making it off currently now, right? So that's all
Too
about
cool, too cool.
us.
Yeah. Too cool, man. So you were born where Vasco da Gama first came to India in Kerala. From there,
Yeah.
you went to BITS Villani for Punjab
Uh,
Technology National.
no, I was initially in Hyderabad campus. Then I migrated
Okay,
to Punjab Technical University in Chandigarh.
got it. So did you finish your degree? Because I know you're just 21.
Yeah. I got my degree finished, and
Okay.
it's all done currently. And now looking towards more impressive stuff.
Got it. So tell us about your getting a job in Microsoft as a product manager right out of college or in college. Were you in college at that time?
See, I didn't start my first internship or an entry in Microsoft. I started working when I was 18 years old. I earned
Okay.
my first penny when I was in 10 years old. Sold my first small startup to my school, which I got a
Is
100 rupee note from the vice principal. It was a normal
Wow.
attendance management system which I sold to my school out there when I was
Awesome.
in 10 years, right? So it was super
Definitely.
impressive, that entrepreneurship mindset, that particular instances hit me very harder on that particular need. Even coming from a huge army background and a good political background, I don't find it interesting to actually go into it or making a forward, right? Right. So it was actually making it forward, making it ahead, right? And when I got into college, I was like, I've seen people like Harish Uday Kumar, Shreyansh, who are the founders of Blue Learn, which eventually turned a 120 crore company. They are my seniors. I've seen them in flats working much harder, much smarter, and building 120 crore company in front of my eyes. Right. I've seen Arvind, who's the founder of Strategy. Kunal Shah is an investor in that. Right. They built near about, they raised their last round at 350 CR, I guess. Right. So by seeing a 120 crore company and a 350 crore company in front of your eyes, people are making something on charts, people are making something on their whiteboards and more. Hit my mind harder. Bhai, मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ? Like, I'm doing nothing, right? Just searching for a job or an internship on that particular point of time when I was in first semester. So then I joined a small US based company as a software tester and a software developer in that particular niche, and I iterated myself into software engineering, start developing applications, websites, and
At
many
what
more.
at age 15?
No. It was at the age of 18, right? When I went just
Okay,
in
okay,
college,
okay.
right? So I
Well,
was approached. Yeah. So I was making
I'm
instance,
sure
right? I
many
was sorry.
I'm sure many people look at you and think that he's just 21 and doing so much. Like you used to think about them. So yeah, carry on, carry on.
Exactly. So when I was actually right, doing codes, right, I was doing a couple of internship at that particular point of time. Then I got a full time job from a company which was paying me 7 lakhs per month, per year, right?
Okay,
So I got a 7 lakhs job at the age of 18. I was like, oh wow, yeah, like I'm earning so much, 45 to 50,000 per month. I don't need any
correct,
other money from my mother and father to actually sustain my lifestyles and more. Right. It was super impressive on that particular name. What I was doing, I was like crazy, bro. Like 7 लाख रुपए की जॉब तो अभी tier 3 कॉलेज में किसी को नहीं लगती भाई मेरे को तो
true,
फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में मिल गया राइट सो it was
correct.
awesome out there right I was earning much money then I after that entrepreneurship started hitting me after that I joined a company called as Text Unremote. It's a Texter portfolio company, like Texter, after Y Combinator, it is the second largest startup accelerator in the world. It was a
Correct.
Texter 21 portfolio company called as Unremoved. There was a CEO called
Okay.
as like Shiju Damodaran, right? I was
Okay.
working closely with him. I was there in the full of 700K fundraise of them, right? They raised near about 6 to 7 CR for their seed round and more. I was involved with him as an like a CEO's office guy. Initially as a software developer, then to a CEO's office guy. He used to teach me, add me up, and many more. He's a good mentor of mine still, mentoring upon Oculus AGI and more. So I was being in the full fundraise and more. After that, I started a small company at the age of 19 called as WorkX, right? Which was a normal service-based company, which we lost near about 3 to 4 lakhs, right? So we lost the amount. There was a huge losses. There was a huge depression phases coming up in the future. So all of the sudden, then I started applying for internships and many more. Then I got into 2022. I applied for Microsoft. 2023 August, I joined as a product manager intern at Microsoft India
Before
office.
you talk about your journey at Microsoft, how
Hmm.
did you find so many connections? Let's say you got a job at the age of 18, then you are the CEO's office at a huge tech startup. How did you make these connections and how did you actually get these jobs? I'm sure our audience would love to know that.
The primary aim of people, which a nice question you have asked, like 100, like 99% of the people who are in the industry never know the answer for the question you just asked. The best way to reach out to people, to make connection, to actually is to reach out to them, send messages, as well as send impressive stuffs and work you have done, right? Just mail them off, right? If there was an impressive feature, what I've just said, that to get a job at Netflix, craft and your resume like the UI UX or the template as the website is in the Netflix, right? So you can
Correct,
actually
correct.
like suppose of the movies what are there, you can just add like your skill sets on that particular basis and craft the entire pitch deck of yours similar to Netflix website, right?
Right.
Then you can get
Right.
attention of recruiters. Then you can get attention of like product managers or any other CEOs and
Mm.
founders of the startup, right? Suppose you're
Right.
applying
Right.
for Amazon, right? Like just showcase your skills and the products in the Amazon, right?
Uh,
Just make it similar,
and,
like
and
get
I,
attraction, right?
I totally agree with you. In a previous podcast, we had someone from Times of India who's a product manager there. Someone
Hmm.
applied to Times of India, and
Hmm.
his CV was in the format of Times of India, and that's how he
Yeah,
applied to Times of India, and he got the job. And I totally agree with you. You have to be really resourceful. You have to keep on reaching out to people. So you just
exactly,
reached out to them, and many people are
exactly.
actually willing to talk to you.
True, true. See, the
Yeah.
ecosystem in India, the CXOs in
Yeah.
India is totally helpful. We all believe in
Yeah.
giving back to the ecosystem. They actually, if they don't like your resume, they'll just actually prompt
Mm.
it that, okay, these are the problems I find. There is no opening
Mm.
for us currently now. Please make these
Yeah.
corrections well and send to others.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
people are super helpful in the ecosystem currently now. They don't
Mm.
actually
Mm.
ignore stuffs and many more. We are just
True.
adapting a good kind of trait from the Western ecosystem currently now. Right.
Got it.
There are many many nuances, right, of the leather
Mm.
jacket and t-shirts wear by Jensen as well as Mark. Currently we
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
not able to follow it and many more, right? Currently Bhavish
Mm.
Agarwal is wearing jubbas or and dhotis. Sridhar Bambu is
Yeah.
wearing dhotis for their
Yes.
business events and many more, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
being the Indian as well as Western, we have to adapt what are the good things in both the sides and make it moving forward, right? So it's
True.
pretty
True.
impressive, right? Reaching out to people, rigorously, like making cold calls, sending emails, attractive emails rather than hi, how are you messages. Type a small, impressive messages which can attract them to actually follow up in you, right? So
Right.
everyone needs value addition in their particular company or for them, right? If you can
Right.
add value to the particular instances, they'll hire you
Mm.
or they'll reach out to you or they'll get on a call with you, right? It is
That's
just
very
generalistic call.
that's very important to give a good impressive first message, because people should understand there are many people reaching out to these people, the important people. So your first message needs to catch their eye. They need to remember you, and they need to reply. So craft from ChatGPT if you can, but get a good first message. So you
Exactly.
had experience. Yeah, so you had experience working since you were 18, and then you applied to Microsoft with your experience as well as the ongoing degree, and that's how you cracked the
Exactly.
job. Am I right? Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So getting into Microsoft, the interview process, the all the process, the documentation, the analytical test, the product management test, the OAs of them, the online challenge
Yeah.
of them. It's pretty easy. Like you can just crack it. Just prepare for 2 to 3 months. The product manager is not like UPSC or something which you can't even
I'm
crack
sure
it
you.
off, right?
I'm sure you say it's so easy for you, but I'm sure many people have tried their ass off but could not get it. But one question I asked everyone who comes on this podcast is, give a candid description of what
Hmm.
is product management, because
Hmm.
it's not something that can be defined perfectly. It's not a profession that can be defined. So what is your
Hmm.
definition of product management?
Product management is something, a leadership quality, which actually is an layered between design, tech, marketing, and user, right? It is a common layer, right? When you are actually identifying to explain product management in a single word, it is called as problem solving. Simple, over and
Yes.
out. Problem solving is a
True.
simple word for product management, right? You users are reporting problems in your product. You are sitting with the
Right.
design team crafting the designs. You are sitting with the
Mhm.
tech team to develop it. You're getting
Yeah.
in testing team to test it and marketing team to market
Mm.
it, right? That
Right.
is the
Right.
only stage of product management, right? The
True.
super
Mhm.
product management or the super scale product manager are the only one who are the good problem solvers. If you know how to
Right.
solve a problem or your logical
Mhm.
ability of your brain is super high, easily you
Mhm.
can get into product management. There's no big job, right? All the PRD stuff,
True.
all the documentation stuff, you can just learn it by click a click, man. There's no instances for that. The primary gene or trait is the problem solving quality.
True, Nirmal. The first good definition of product management I got from a guy at Google. He said, product manager is the customer's advocate. In a room full of
Hmm.
designers, developers, marketers, you are the customer's advocate. And now this is the second best definition I've found. Product management problem solver. I also, when I work as a product manager, there's everyone coming to you with problems. Well, how to do this? ये कैसे करते हैं? वो कैसे करते हैं? ये समझ में नहीं आ रहा. And you have to be the problem solver to actually give them a solution for what they're facing, be it a customer, be it a developer, designer, anyone. Sure. It's
Hmm.
an awesome
Hmm.
definition of problem solver. Now,
I think Google one
follow up
was
with
more better, I guess.
that's something I've written down top of my notion. So
Hmm.
the second question I have is a follow up to this is what is a AI product manager?
So, okay,
Product
AI
management
product
for
management.
AI, the product management for AI, and also in itself AI product manager.
I think you will be the right guy to answer this question, Kapil, I guess. Right? You are an AI product manager at Zoho, right? So currently coming to the AI product management field, the induction of AI, the induction of see AI is a very very broad field which have many instances such as a large language model, computer vision. We are having many other nuances such as SMLs, right? Small language model,
Right.
SLMs, right? There are agentic
Right.
OSs and many more coming up in the future. I can't draw a tree currently now because every day
Right.
everything is evolving currently in the AI field. So any
True.
person, any work which involves AI for solving problems or AI in the state of product managers to help solve their problems in a greater, more extent is called as AI product management. Right? Suppose you are just inducting large language models to understand customer queries, customer instances, what should be done, how the feature prioritization should be done, how the resource allocation to be done is a particular statement of AI product management, right? Most of the
Right.
small decision making, which in human brain can actually like make it off or forget that the AI will do for you, and it will get you more ideas in the particular extent. So any field or the product management field where the AI can help you to improve your productivity, to improve the enterprise productivity as well as your product in terms of features, prioritization, user experience, and UI, UX, and many other stuff with AI is called as AI product management.
Okay. So powered by AI. So you're
Yes,
doing you're problem solving with artificial intelligence as boosting you to do your work better and much more
exactly,
enhancing productivity. Yeah.
exactly,
So
exactly.
you spent 6 months at Microsoft, after
Hmm.
which you founded Oculus AI, Oculus
Hmm.
AGI. What sparked this? Like, why did you want to find an AI product manager and not be an extension on top of, let's say, product management tool like Jira or anything else? So, what sparked you to create an AI product manager?
See, majority of the proportion came us from Microsoft itself, right? When I was working with the team, I was being actually involved in terms of large language models, the Phi team, the co-pilot enhancements, and many more, right? But the majority of the instances when I was in Microsoft, there were many other people who were quitting and starting their own companies in stealth mode and many more, right? So I just reach out to them, right? I've seen people, what are they building, what are they making it of. So they just told me that okay, we are the largest service based market in India, which have huge B2B clients, right? Why
Right.
not induct AI into B2B, business to business, right? So where I have found out that externally when I was working at Microsoft in my daily workflow, there are many problems which can be easily solved by AI in the nuance. Suppose you want to search across the application, right? I used to multi-switch between 5 to 6 applications to find a single data, right? I don't
Right.
need to do that, right? I don't need to
Right.
do that. I can just integrate all the APIs to my AI agent, just prompt it, where is this data present? It will get me
Right.
all the data with the sources. I can just click upon it and go to that particular data where the application is present, where the data in the application is present, and I can get the data easily, right? I don't really have to like multi-switch between 5 to 7 application and waste my 30 minutes of time, right?
Right.
Secondly, building and making PRDs, right? It is the most hectic job what actually product managers face, right? Change log documentation, technical documentation, product requirement documentation, and many more is a big problem, right? What we as a product manager initially do is actually we write all technical jargons, end to end, particular stuff, whatever is within the enterprise data, and then refine it with the large language model such as ChatGPT and many more. We used to do
Okay.
that, right? When you are already integrated with all the integration of the enterprise application as well as enterprise database, you have to just prompt it. All the technical jargons and end-to-end stuff is already in your enterprise data, right?
Right.
Enterprise particular information, right? You don't have to actually make it up, right? So there are many type of tasks right? In the daily tasks, what I just mentioned, it may be creation of Jira ticket, tracking project progress, resource allocation is the biggest problem of product project managers to actually handle the deadlines and many more, right? You can actually make it off in a greater extent, right, by AI, right?
Right.
So the replacement of humans in terms of AI is a bit hard currently now until and unless you don't attain artificial general intelligence in that particular point, right? You can't
Right.
actually replace total human touch in that particular stuff. But we, as Oculus AGI, we operate in the particular model called as human in loop, right?
Okay.
You can
Yeah.
actually, like, suppose you need 10 people to actually build a product, 10 product managers to build a product. You can just have 7 product managers and 3 product manager agents to actually make it off, right? You can just handle end to end particular stuff, but the time devotion is low bit to that. So that is the way which we are selling, right? Currently, no large language model, including OpenAI models, are not capable enough, or they are not having the replication of human brains currently now to actually move it forward, because we don't have high good parameters, we don't have good function calling abilities yet in the large language model, we don't have good agentic architecture yet from any of the top companies. Every companies or every startups like us is building our own particular stuff for the execution of task and many more. But we are in the roadmap of that, right? Manually, if you can do tasks what Oculus AGI can do, I'm just prompting it, and the AI agent is running over your enterprise application and doing the task. What human have been doing from the past 1 2 years is now replaced with AI agents, right? They are able to do it, right? So
True.
the revolution starts now, right? Nine
Right.
years,
True.
9 years down the line, 10 years down the
Mm.
line, when the large language model or the in-house model is going to be super efficient, of course there will be replacement for PMs as well.
Right. So before we carry on, I have one question for you. One main question, which will, you know, might you might of course thought of it. One is that, let's say Oculus AGI is an AI product manager. Now we have
Hmm.
multiple product management tools, let's say Asana, Jira, which are
Hmm.
making billions of dollars in revenue. Now you are of course taking data from them, and then from other multiple places, and then creating an AI product manager that will do tasks for you.
Hmm.
What if it's a layer on top of these applications? What if
Exactly.
these applications themselves create the features that you are? How will you stay relevant then?
Okay. So see, many sort of problems is that, like, suppose there are multi-product project managers who are working upon Asana, Jira as well, right?
Right.
Jira is completely owned by Altacian, and Asana is completely
Mhm.
owned by the different entity, right?
Awesome.
They can't be integrated together for sure because of their
Right.
particular business models, particular
Mhm.
instances, and many more, right? Microsoft have recently launched their AI agent framework, which is
Okay.
only over the particular Microsoft 365 application. They haven't got third-party connectors or third-party integration of AI agents to actually perform it. They can see Microsoft can actually build a 45 people team and integrate it over like a 100 plus enterprise application by just couple of months, right? They can do it for the particular technical extent. It's super possible, right? But
Right.
coming to the business extent of that particular instances, what will actually reflect in their particular revenue, their ARR, their growth, and many more will come down. They are killing themselves, right? So
Right.
there are many other nuances of the existing product project management tool players. They can't integrate third party because of their particular revenue models and many more, which will beat themselves, right? That is where Oculus AGI comes in place, right? We are integrating all the enterprise application by just a click, and
Right.
you can automate all the tasks by just a prompt, right? That's where we
Right.
are actually different, right?
Interesting too. So the your scalability of multiple applications is something that's
Hmm.
your kind of moat that
Exactly.
will help product managers. And
Exactly.
interesting. So yeah, moving on. So what are the main challenges in building this AI product manager? Now I understand, and also if you could go a little technical on the technology that you guys are using, as much as you can,
Hmm.
of course, tell us about, because right now, as far as I know, there are only certain AI advances that will help you build an AI product manager, and all these features that are coming up. Let's say Gemini as well. It works on an LLM, and it uses a bunch of RAG systems to help users. So, what are other technologies you're currently leveraging, and what have you seen work and not work? If you can share that.
Got it. Got it. Very, very nice question. Even like from the past 6 months, we are going through rigorous challenges. Still, I'm sorting out challenges currently now. So it's a good time to answer
Mhm.
challenges, right? So there are
Right.
many sort of challenges, including the task execution capabilities. Because when you actually see Oculus AGI, the task executional capabilities, what currently Oculus AGI can perform currently. No, I don't know. You have watched the demo video of the Oculus AGI AI agents. The
Right.
amount of task executional capabilities what an task agents can perform, we are at supermassive, right? We are
Right.
super scalable. Our abilities are super streamlined, which can be easily adapted for businesses and many more. Three similar
Right.
competitor of us, which is called as Zapier Central, which is actually
Okay.
doing the same thing, but their task
Mhm.
executional capabilities are 70% lower than us, right?
Okay.
I can convict on any media currently now that we are the best AI agent across enterprise application, which you can just prompt and do the task over the particular instances. It is only because of the AI agentic capabilities and AI agentic
Mhm.
architecture what we have built upon. And coming to the
Right.
challenges are
Mhm.
streamlined. Every day we are facing some of the other challenges. It may be technically, it may be business and many
Mhm.
more. Some of the other way pipelines or APIs may not be calling, or we have built our own custom AI agentic architecture where the pipelines may not be actually involving themselves, and there are multitasks. Suppose you are fetching information from Jira, creating a docs, sending that docs with attachment and email and many more. When you
Right.
streamline 5 to 6 application in that particular basis, you have to align your agentic architecture in such a way that it should be more productive, it should be more massive, it should be more less time consuming, as well as good user experience for sure. Right. For making this, it's not an easy job, to be very honest. Right. You can.
True.
It's not like simply you're just coding like 72 hours. You can actually build it. Right. We
Right.
started our product development from the last 1 years. Right. Even
Okay.
though we registered or incorporated very back, right, in March 2024, but actually our start of the AI agentic architecture, right? There is a large language model which is actually powering the AI agentic architecture. And on top
Right.
of AI agentic architecture, there is AI agents which is running for the particular task in whatever days they are prompting in. So optimization is a big challenge, right? And many sort of LLM feature, right? We have our own custom made LLMs, right?
Right.
So we are, as I told you in the last meetings and many more whenever we talked, right? We are building our own Electra AI, which is actually more efficient than ChatGPT or any other OpenAI or Anthropic models in terms of the particular nuance or a parameter called as function calling, which is actually more important to actually making it off for doing tasks and fetching data. So there
Got
is
it.
a big problem, right? Coming to the now the AI landscape. OpenAI models hallucinates a lot, right?
Right.
They
True.
don't have that AI function calling capabilities now yet. Yet there are many problems, but in terms of every models, right? Every foundational models is having problems by their day by day, and more, right? You can't actually build a large language model from scratch until and unless you are not in Silicon Valley, right? That
True.
is the problem in India currently, right? There are
I
many less
mean,
companies focused.
Shida will say otherwise. We are building one,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. See. Sridhar can build anything, right? Right, right. See. Coming currently now. I'm just talking about the startups, right? But currently, what Bhavish is doing with Ola Kritran, building their own custom LLM model for Indian languages, and what Zoho is trying to build, right? They're supernatural. They're super massive, right? They have their own funds. They have their own backbones. The particular extents they have already created a huge ecosystem around it, and many more. They can easily build it up. But coming to these
okay.
startups of us, it's
Yeah.
pretty hard to build large language
True.
models. So the
True.
challenges
And
are also from the foundational models, right? Which we can't actually make it off, right? We can't go deeper inside and make it off. We have to change in the top of the architecture and many more to optimize as well in a greater more extent. So that is why we are most Indians are fine tuning upon the large language model which is existing available as open source and many more, right? So
right,
Mark
right.
Zuckerberg is doing great stuff over there rather than an
Yeah.
Anthropic model and an OpenAI model that they are getting us for free. We can actually go inside the code and actually make changes and many more. Like we are doing it for the extent. So the large language model, there are many problems which we are daily facing, daily redundant using of. And I have just reported here about like there are 500 to 600 user issues. Just got in my Slack, right? So I have to create it
Okay.
more, right, for my business clients, whoever we are with it, and the product is regularly using currently now by enterprises and many more. So I think it's pretty hard to sort out the problem on that particular extent
Yeah.
because they face the problem now, and you need to fix that. You don't have a
Mhm.
1 or 2 days time to actually
Yeah.
fix it up, right? You have to fix it now
Right.
too, right? For the enterprises and for the
Mhm.
particular extent,
Right.
because there's a huge problem on that particular basis. So
Mhm. So,
there is a sort of
mhm.
challenges of that, and AI agentic architecture challenges, bug fixes, and many sort of challenges. And convincing the investors are the most challenging stuff currently now in
Okay.
the AI agents ecosystem, because AI
Um,
is very, very new. I guess this might be a good point. I should convey this to all the viewers of your podcast, Kavil, that people in India have never seen an AI revolution yet,
yeah.
right? The AI agents revolution in terms of B2B SaaS is the next revolution which will come place in the future. They don't know where the actual value addition or actual making of money panel will be made of, right? Everyone is making
Yeah.
AI sales agent for sales. Everyone is making AI customer support agents. Everyone is making many other instances and many more. For the product management, for the niche market, it's very, very hard to actually convince investors. And of course, they don't know, like currently, they don't know the market landscapes currently now, because they have never seen it,
Mhm.
right? When
Yeah.
you approach a Silicon Valley investor or a US investor, they have seen the product. Okay, this may work, this may work. Let's put in the money. Let's write a $500, $500K check. Let's see what happens, what not. Right? In India, it's not the case
Right.
currently, right? The number of
Yeah.
VCs
Yeah.
are low. The number of AI investors are low. The people
Mhm.
who haven't been investing in AI B2B SaaS are now being getting invested to the particular extent and many more. So convincing the investors, for sure, there are obviously good investors, super impressive investors who is having great knowledge, but convincing them is pretty hard currently now because of the agentic. It's pretty early. We are
Yeah.
just in the start of one step ahead of the revolution starting out, right? There is many
Mhm.
thousands of steps to actually go upon. So all these supernatural companies, I particularly feel so, will be built from India by Indian founders, for sure, right? So by seeing what currently now the scale of perplexity is from Arvind Srinivas. I was recently in call with Arvind Srinivas. He built
Yeah.
nine. They're raising now at $9 billion valuation. At
Yeah.
they started, I guess, in 2022, and they are valued now at $9 billion. It's super massive, right? Indian founder
Yeah.
from Tamil Nadu, from IIT,
Yeah.
going into Silicon Valley and making it off. But if
Yeah.
you would ask me, will Perplexity be born in India? The answer is no, never,
Okay.
because they don't.
But Oculus is
They were.
born. Oculus is born in India.
Yeah, exactly. See,
Yeah.
Oculus is a completely different stuff where you can actually see the value addition. But
Yeah.
Perplexity was just in ChatGPT wrapper, right? They
Right.
are just
True.
getting
Mhm.
web APIs and powering answers through that, right?
Yeah.
You can actually build by sitting down in a VS Code by a couple of hours. You can actually build it, right? But
True.
attaining
True.
that
True.
scale, he have figured out the particular extent. Now he's competing with the giants like Google, Microsoft, Bing, and
Yeah.
many more. So it's super impressive, right?
Right.
They have
Right.
took investments from Jensen, Nvidia is investor there, Jeff
Mhm.
Bezos is
Okay.
investor in Perplexity, and
Mhm.
many more. So it's not only
Mhm.
about product or a wrapper. Everything is a
Right.
wrapper, right? See, VC is even a wrapper, right? VC is in a wrapper of LPs, right? The
Right.
people
Right.
who are actually putting money, right? Oculus AGI is a wrapper on particular LLM models which we are using, right? Right.
As you said in the start of this, like you're also building your own fine-tuned models, or are you only depending on the large language models like
No. We
OpenAI?
can't. We can't depend upon the large language models in the country currently now, because we have to build
Right.
our own LLM models, which to actually make it
Mhm.
up. Right? We are actually fine tuning it and making it extensively, because
Right.
we can't actually depend on a single LLM for that particular extent. For in terms of
Mhm.
downtowning the prices as well as getting
Right.
it more cheaper, we have to tune it our own. So
Right.
there's no option for us currently.
As you said, product management is problem solving, and I see you are solving a bunch of them. Like, I'm sure you must have 1,000 problems in every section of Oculus AI. How do you
Exactly.
use your AI product manager in your daily processes? So when you're working, like how does that
Hmm.
come into play?
Okay, so when I'm working daily, what I do is you can actually create a workflow. There is a workflow option in the Oculus AI application, where I have already made my workflows by integrating Gmail, Slack, as well as Jira, where I have written that, okay, assign all my customer issues as a Jira ticket, to the particular stuff, in Gmail and Slack to Jira, right? So subah utte hi, I open my
Okay.
laptop, I open my product, click upon execute, it will execute it off. All the customer issues in both the application will go automatically to Jira. So there are 7 to 8
Okay.
these kinds of workflows which I click automate. Then I search across the application. Okay, what
Mhm.
are my emails from the particular persons? What are the unread emails? I open from there and actually search for data. If a new feature want to be added, I used to make PRDs and get to my CPU over there and making it forward.
Okay.
So there are many other nuances for web searches,
Mhm.
right? Currently, when we were actually piloting with a big company, it's like a 25,000 employee
Mhm.
company currently. Now I can reveal the name. Right? They had just asked that, like, can you just induct a web plugin for us where we can actually search for web by answers similar to Perplexity? Because there is a many
Mhm.
huge proposition of product project managers where they have to identify what are the market landscape, who are the competitors, how much is the user insight for the competitor, and know. So I just, okay, we'll do it. Why not? So we did the
Yeah.
same because they don't want to depend upon Perplexity for doing it, right?
Right.
If you can solve all the problems for product project managers in a
Mhm.
particular solution,
Right.
you just start it. Like
Right.
take two, three, four, $5 per employee, like per month, right? Make it off, right? So there is no good
Mhm.
cost coming from up there, but we just want to add value to their daily workflow to get sustained in our products. So that is
Right.
quite impressive on that particular extent. So
Okay. So very, very, very interesting. So अभी धंधे की बात करते हैं. Like as per you said, it's hard getting funding in India. Is Oculus AGI
hmm.
funded or are you looking for funding?
See, we are having commitments to be openly seen from the investors.
Okay.
We haven't closed our round, right, which I would be
Okay.
not conveying in public mode for sure, right? We
Sure.
haven't closed the round yet, and we are looking,
Mhm.
right. We are looking for investments for sure, right, from the great VCs, great partners
Mhm.
who understand our problems and should be with us in the bad times and many more. So we are looking for that.
Mhm. Got it. Got it. You're looking for funding. From Indian investors, foreign investors.
Both of them are fine, right?
Good.
Currently, yeah.
But as you said, India is still too early compared to the
It's too
US.
early. It's very, very, very too early, right, for understanding
Mhm.
them. It's not their problem as well as not the problem for us, right? Right. The
Uh,
Indian market landscape is so scattered, so
mhm.
rigorous, or so cluttered that it is very, very hard
Mhm.
to identify that particular problem which will work, which will not. Right. So
Right, right,
every
right, right.
custom email which I got rejected from many investors say me that your founder is
Mhm.
awesome. The guy Nirmal is awesome, but we are not building any conviction, right? Because you don't have any competitor yet doing such a scale of capabilities, right? So I just told them, like, for sure there is gonna be competitors for sure coming 6 months, 8 months down the line. They're gonna be super competitors. We are much more early in the particular stuff. So like everyone says, na, ki you have to be in the right place at the right point of time, right? So we are
Right.
at the right place now at the wrong point of time, and we are waiting for the right time to actually make it off, right?
They're waiting for the
So
market to open up.
yes, exactly. So we have started early, right? It is pretty advantage for us. We are the super early movers, and the ability of our AI agents to actually perform tasks is super massive, the super
Got
instances. So even there was a company which approached us. Would you love to sell your company right currently now? Yes. I got in a call for that company which is having like near about like a good US based company which was looking towards buying all small tools for product project
it.
management and many more. So they offered us a couple of $1 million. I said no,
Okay.
I don't need it.
Okay.
I'm not doing this for money, man.
Can you disclose the exact amount?
It was $2 million.
Okay, so you put down $2 million to continue Oculus AI.
Yeah, we are looking to raise the
Yeah.
same amount. So why should we
Okay.
even selling the whole
Yeah,
company
yeah,
for that,
yeah.
right?
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
see,
Very
maximum of the
interesting.
problem or the instances for us, right? If I want to make a good money, I would have
Right,
joined Microsoft, right? Why would
right.
I be sitting out here working 18 hours a
Uh,
day in that particular extent and
yeah.
many more?
True,
So
true, true, true.
all the co-founders of us, right, who are working in Oculus
Mhm.
AGI, we just
Yeah,
need 3 phone calls and 2 weeks to actually get on a next 35 lakh or a 45 lakh job, right?
right.
Because we have
Mhm.
already proved our skill set in the market. We have already proved the particular extent of or the information or
Mhm.
the particular extent of the capabilities we have in the market. and we have a
हम्म,
good number of connection, we can just call them up, भाई job चाहिए कहीं
पर
refer कर
जॉब
दे
किस
या फिर hire कर ले.
पर जॉब किसको करना है?
Yeah, that is what, like,
तो
I can't sit in an office for 9 to 5, man. Right, I can do it. To be very honest, right?
you
I,
rather sit in your own office for 20 hours.
exactly, yes, right. Because see,
Okay.
I didn't withdraw my salary from last 9 months, right?
Okay.
Rather, I'm
Mhm.
putting money into Oculus AGI. I'm not withdrawing any salary.
Oh,
Still, I'm very much
yeah.
happy rather than earning much salary at a good company, right? I don't need
Yeah.
it, right? I'm doing this for happiness, right? Everyone
Good.
says me that you are bullish, you are crazy, तू पागल है. मैं बोला पागल हूँ. I don't need it, right? I don't have any financial
Well,
dependencies currently now, right? Then let's
better,
go.
better,
Let's see
better,
what happens.
better mad than sane.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
so as you're building an AI startup right now, and I'm sure
Hmm.
there'll be a bunch of AI startups that are going to come. It's not an AI
Hmm.
wave; it's an AI tsunami, right?
Hmm.
So you are building for a specific use case. Now, people watching this, they of course want to build their own AI startup for different
Hmm.
domains, not necessarily AI product
Hmm.
manager. Could be for support, could be for anything. Could be from something like a Scrum Master, like for example.
Hmm.
Now, what's your advice for someone who wants to build an AI company, AI startup, and also someone who wants to use AI in their everyday life? Like my father was asking me, how do I use AI? He's very interested in using AI. So, what
Hmm.
advice do you have someone who wants to start a company and also solve their own problems with AI as you are in that industry?
Got it. For the AI startup founders who actually are the aspiring
Mhm.
startup founders who actually love to getting into entrepreneurship in the field of I
Mhm.
would love to advise
Mhm.
them that pick a sector first, right? Rather
Okay.
than a specific problem, pick a sector first, right? And then
Mhm.
solve it for the whole problems within the sector, right? It is much
Right.
more
Mhm.
advancement, right? Rather than all the external companies before B2B SaaS era, all the edtech or all
Mhm.
the old stuff or cloud
Mhm.
and many more, they ask actually to build for the
Mhm.
specific problem and solve that specific problem, right? In
Right.
AI, the market
Mhm.
is so scattered, you don't know what people
Mhm.
needs, right? You can't actually imagine that, okay, this may scale, this may not scale, because there are also technical dependencies which can scale, which cannot scale, right? It may be super scalable in
Mhm.
terms of businesses, but it can't be scalable in terms of technicalities and many more, right? In terms of cost
Right. Right.
construction, the LLM costs are super hard and many
Mhm.
more, right? So pick a sector first. What we actually, Oculus AGI picked a sector called as product project management, right? And then we are getting into the market and solving small problems for the product project managers. It may be doing tasks across the application, making PRDs, like and doing many other instances, having like getting insights of the project track records and making resource allocations and many more. So I would of course love add people that okay, pick a sector and then solve the problem for whole the particular market, right? That is a good
But
nuance, right? And the
to add to
particular.
that,
Hmm.
to add to that, I work for customer support AI, right? We may build
Hmm.
AI for customer support. Now अभी
Hmm.
रूम में बैठे बैठे ऐसा नहीं होता कि क्या प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर रहे हैं हम, हाँ? What problem should I solve for a agent? When I actually go and do the work of a support agent, I get
Hmm.
hundreds of ideas. So to add to that, build a sector, go and work in that sector. Then the ideas you'll get, you can't get sitting in a room or sitting at your home. What should I build?
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
True. Very,
Correct.
very nice point you added. See, maximum of the
Mhm.
founders now in the AI B2B space are from
Mhm.
college,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Our Indian education system is so straight-jacketed,
Mhm.
they can't even
Mhm.
imagine of what are the problem faced. They are always looking
Right.
after, okay, e-commerce हो गया, food delivery हो गया,
Mhm.
laundry हो गया, t-shirt printing हो गया, सब कर रहे हैं, हम क्या अलग कर रहे हैं, अब कुछ बचा ही नहीं है करने को.
Mhm.
This was the recent conversation I had with my juniors, right? So I was just telling,
Okay.
bro, like, go work at a B2B SaaS company, right, for 6 months, for
Mhm.
3 months or 4 months. Then you will
Right.
find to identify that what all are the exact problems. Because our straight jacketed
Mhm.
education in the Indian ecosystem currently now is teaching something which is not even needed or not even needed in the common lifestyle. There is no subjects called as business to business enterprise applications in computer science field of engineering, which is deep inside in
Mhm.
project management tools. What are the problem faced
Right.
and many more,
The
right? Even
the
life
first
is
time
about problem solving, right?
And the first
So
time they
so
come to know about a B2B software is when they go for a job and they start working. Oh, ये software होता है, इस पे
exactly.
काम करते हैं.
Exactly. When they are in college, they'll be always thinking of Zeptos. अच्छा ये तो हो गया, ये तो कर लिया, हम कैसे करें? So I think there's no point of that. Like, but still, you can actually explore many ideas, many stuff. Go work in companies. You can extremely find problems and many more. Right. There is a guy from my college who was actually working with Nazara, right, which is a gaming company. Right. He worked or he interned there. Now he's building a game tech startup. Right. So he was not getting anything from idea. I just go like he applied for many internship. He got into Nazara and worked out there for I think 3 to 4 months. Quitted the internship and came back and started his own game tech startup. So that's all. Like you have to explore problems. You have to actually go inside. Room में बैठे बैठे कुछ नहीं होना. Right. You have to actually
True,
get
true.
into the market. You have to actually talk to people. Right. Talk to like before I started Oculus AI. AGI, I was been in talk with near about many product managers with like 30 to 40 big enterprise people who I meet regularly. I used to go to offices to actually find the problems and many more. So it's all about market exploration, market landscape identification, and identifying that okay, this can be built or cannot be built. Right. Then find a sector and then optimize for the specific problem for the particular product which you are inducting in for the particular people and making it forward. Right.
You have to do the work. You have to go. You have to घिसना पड़ता है बहुत धंधा मारने
Exactly,
के लिए.
exactly. See, like,
Hmm.
see, the main problem of people is people never reach out to people, right? That is the majority of the problem.
Right.
What college student have, right? They never reach out. They just assume
Right.
in that particular mind that okay, ये हो गया, मैं बाद में कर लूंगा या फिर ये कर लूंगा. They never reach out, right? Reach out to people, man.
You have to be. You have
100
to be.
of them might
You have
not
to be
reply.
shameless.
Yeah, yeah, you have to be
You have to be
shameless,
shameless.
right? Exactly,
Right.
exactly, right. I was like bhai yaar, I was downtown. I think I was in the particular mode मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ. मैं अगर Microsoft में होता मेरे fancy offices होता मैं सुबह सुबह खाना खाता जिम करता काम करता and many more. Yeah, I'm getting nothing, right? So see, it's all
Right.
about getting bullish, right? You have to be bullish,
Right.
right? When you meet people, I'm saying, right, I'm an ex Microsoft worked as a product manager there. So he was like, why are you here? Right? Go work there. Like it's more massive. So I just say I love doing this, man. So like it's
Yeah.
pretty amazing. Like the old mindset or the old particular problem for the particular old mindset or the old chronological instances is getting changed. Rather than going for
Yeah.
jobs, now people are looking towards startups, not sitting in placements and many more. So it's pretty impressive in
True.
the
True.
Indian ecosystem and more, right?
Awesome what you're doing at 21, leaving the job and starting your own company. I'm sure many will have told you this again and again.
Hmm.
To talk more about Oculus AGI, I recently heard the CM of Himachal and Punjab reached out to you. Like, what was that about? So, how are they helping you build Oculus AI?
Okay, so I think I was in meet with the Chief Minister of Punjab last couple of weeks ago too, because see,
Hmm.
there are many other instances where actually you need government supports, right? Even right,
Right.
if you want to make business in a country, you need to get attached to politicians in the country, and if you want to
Right.
sustain a political party in India, you need to get attached to businessmen in India,
Hmm.
right? It's a common rule,
Right.
right? It's a
Right. Right.
symbiotic relationship, right? So like
Hmm.
everyone call it very bad instances, right? Okay, Elon Musk is supporting Trump, Sam is supporting Harris, Kamala Harris, and many more,
Right.
right? But it's pretty good for the ecosystem to actually move forward and many more. It's a good
Right.
thing for
Right.
India. It's a good thing for Bharat and many more, right?
Hmm.
So
Right.
the Punjab government is initiating as the infrastructure for the particular extent, right?
Right.
AI infrastructure in a very good
Hmm.
stuff. They have got us this office,
Hmm.
right?
Okay.
And there are many other propelling aspects where actually you need politician in terms of compliances, in terms of building infrastructures, in terms of people to actually induct our AI agents to governments to help them a lot and making it forward
Hmm.
in terms of funding, in terms of connections, in terms of inducting AI into the B2C side as well as the particular
Hmm.
extent. They need your advices. They need
Right.
government chronologies and workflows to be conducted through AI. so that
Right.
it can be always done easily in a grateful manner. So they are always looking forward to it, and connecting with politicians, talking briefly with Chief Minister of Punjab as well as Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh and government of Himachal Pradesh as well as government of Punjab. It was super impressive. Right? It was super massive. So they are just asking, come to Himachal, come to Punjab, build here, man. I'll give you everything. Right? Build here, build
Wow.
this thing here. They need to support the entrepreneurship ecosystem over in that particular region, because in Punjab and Himachal, the entrepreneurs are pretty low, right? And coming to the
Right.
AI entrepreneurs, they are zero. There are no one in AI
Right.
currently here, right? It's a very, very wide spaces available here, and we are trying to making it forward, right? We are taking advantage of that, right?
Yeah, and of course, you
So,
establishing there will get employment for their regions and
exactly,
grow them. So the 10 people
exactly.
that right now, the 10 people right now on your team, are they all your friends or did you hire?
No,
So
no, we
how that?
hire. The only three people who I know, like who are my co-founders.
Okay.
Rest all
Okay.
seven people are actually we hired them and we made it forward, right?
Okay. How is it like hiring? So in India especially, right out of college or
See,
you did like special people?
See, I don't see the maximum of the problem of the big startups or big companies that they only hire from IITs, IIM, BITS, and many more, all the tier one college, which
Right.
actually they feel that okay, these people are super impressive. These are the people who is having high logical abilities. The answer is no,
Mhm.
to be very very
True.
honest, right? See,
Yeah.
I don't care about your IIT tag or I don't care about your bits tag. I care about
Right.
your skill set. I
Right.
care about how you can add value to my company, as well as how
Mhm.
consistent and persistent you are to actually solve this problem, right?
Right.
So I don't
Mhm.
much care about the tags, the fancy companies they have worked and many more. Whether they can add
Mhm.
value, whether they have the intention to move it forward, right?
Right.
And making it forward, and people should have the level of fire in their belly to make it forward, to make solve
Right.
problems in a greater more extent. So
Mhm.
all the technical stuff, all the second stuff, we do it very very secondary, right? It is
Right.
not the important process for them. All the technical stuff can be learned easily, right? There is no good stuff for them. When we hire an employee or an intern at very very early stage, we actually look forward, is the actual candidate company fit for the culture, fit for actually making it forward, and does he love to study or learn more
Right.
rather than making systems or making excuses and many more. And if he's having fire in their belly, like we will have him like take whatever you want, come in man, come in, let's build it together. So जब तक आग है, जब तक दिल में आंधी है, तो जेब में गांधी रहेगा ही. So so like see, that is the external policy what we actually look forward, right? We actually look forward to the people like that.
Yes, it sounds very interesting. I'm sure you have a team of young, passionate people building Oculus AGI. And coming to the question I asked before, how do you think people, like, let's say my dad asked me, how do I use AI for my work? Everyone wants to do that. Sab puch rahe, AI kaise use karu, kaise use karu? Like, how do I use AI for anything? And they want to use AI for everything. So, what's your advice for people who want to use AI?
See, even my mother asked me the same problem. How can I use AI? Right? My sister
Mhm.
also she's studying, right, and she asked me how can I use AI. Right? Simple stuff is that
Mhm.
the basic basic process or basic task what everyone does in a phone is actually searching,
Mhm.
right? Searching in
Right.
Google or
Mhm.
searching in particular stuff. So I always advise
Mhm.
people that okay, you're searching in Google manually, right? Go
Right.
for perplexity rather than getting 10 blue links. Get an answer for
Mhm.
that, right? You don't
Right.
have to
Mhm.
actually suppose you are actually having, right, who is the prime minister of India, right? It
Mhm.
may be or may not be getting 10 to 15 blue links where you have to exactly go into it and find the information out. Okay, Narendra Modi ji is the prime minister of India. He was born in this, that, and more. All the information of him in that 10 blue links, and you don't even
Mhm.
know that the problem, the information is right or wrong. Rather than go
Right.
go for perplexity, right? Who is the prime minister of India? It
Mhm.
will get you end-to-end answers. Right? It was a
Right.
basic process where you can actually identify the smallest task what you do in a cell phone or a laptop in a greater extent. Right? Try to use
Right.
ChatGPT for ideating. Try to use if you want
Mhm.
to make a bread omelette or you don't know, just prompt it. It will get you end
Yeah.
to end rather than watching a YouTube video, right? So you can
Right.
actually do these types of crazy instances,
Mhm.
crazy maximisms in a great extent, right? There is a good feature from Gemini, Google call as Gemini, right? You can actually
Yeah.
just ask them like how should like play a song or play that extent, or how to make this,
Right.
how to make that, what all are the travel plans, and many more. So there are many
Mhm.
small tasks which you can actually
Right.
in your daily life, which you can actually automate through this.
So to add to that, people ask me how do I use ChatGPT better? Right? My dad asked me, my friends asked me. The simple answer I give them is ask ChatGPT. लोग यहाँ पे आके कोर्स कर रहे हैं, वो कर रहे हैं, ये कर रहे हैं, they're spending like what 10,000 rupees on a course. I'm like, ask ChatGPT. उसको पूछो, how do I use you better? How can I, you know, utilize you better in my own daily work? So that actually helps. That's what I do. When we use ChatGPT, I'll ask him, how can I use you better? That's something that I've been doing every day.
Exactly.
Now, yeah. So now coming up to the rapid fire round, we have a small rapid fire round for you where I ask you a bunch of questions and you need to reply as instantly. Are
Okay,
you
I
ready?
don't know. I'll be able to answer instantly. I don't know, like, but still, I'll try to do for sure.
Okay. And we start. Tea or coffee?
T,
iOS or Android?
Android for sure.
Android. Which generative AI model do you use the most?
Anthropic, Claude 3.5.
Okay. Name three AI features that you love the most?
Oculus AGI tax executional capabilities, search capabilities, as well as for the induction of communication agent to Oculus AGI is the most interesting thing which I love.
Name, name one AI feature besides Oculus AGI that you love.
I
AI feature
love
in a product.
Perplexity's Pro. I love Perplexity Pro.
For sure. Which is your favorite product to use that you use every day
Perplexity.
besides Oculus? Perplexity.
Perplexity.
Right. Hmm. A book that you would recommend.
Bill Don't Talk by Raj Shamani.
We don't know what something. Finally, how can people reach out to you and be helpful to you?
Drop me a message on my LinkedIn or email me, man. I'll reply. If
And
your message
and
is super
how,
convenient, I'll give a response.
and how can they be helpful to you?
See, until and if you are adding value to me, I'll reach out to you rather than you reach out to me.
Got it, got it. So thank you so much, Nirmal, for doing this. We have a bunch of product managers in our community who would love to listen our podcast and also try out the AI product manager for themselves. And
Sure,
I'll
sure,
leave
sure.
the
You can
link in the
just
description.
sure you can
Mhm.
just request our product in www.oculus.com. We are happy to share the product
Sure.
with you guys.
Any closing remarks for our product management community?
Nothing. Keep going for sure, right? Introduce AI for sure, right? It will improve your productivity in a greater extent. Rather than replacing now, like focus on improving your productivity and many more. And especially, I love to give
Mhm.
advices to college students or the people who are coming into AI, which is the most large market or large number of people coming into it. There is earlier there was a software developmental agency. Now there is going to be an AI automation agency, AAA, coming up in the future. So you
Yeah,
can just automate for a small extent,
true.
write Python codes, make a small product, launch it on product a hunt or any other launching platforms, and gain users and many more, right? Solve a small problem or pick a sector first, then solve a small problem. However, the stuff works for you and many more. That's all from my end. Like be persistent, be consistent, and India is the next future, man. Don't go to abroad for masters and more. Be in India, make for the people of India, and add value to India. So that is the new future coming up forward.
Build, build in India, build for the world. Thank you so much,
Exactly.
Nirmal, for being here.
Thank you so
And
much.
best of
Thank you
luck
so
for
much, Kavit.
Oculus AGI.
Thank you
Right.
so much. Nice,
Right.
nice meeting you, man. Bye, bye, bye.